Rock stars, writers, and politicians aren't the only ones who steal their ideas. Movie directors, no matter how much you love them, are just as guilty. Thieves!
Hey everybody, my name is Tristan Shields.
I'm Rory Shields,
And welcome to Who Stole What, the podcast where we look at the thin line between genius and stealing.
On today's episode, we're going to take a look at Quentin Tarantino. We're going to take two examples of him using someone else's work in a constructive way, and one of them is pretty cool and homage, and the other one could pretty much be considered stealing.
It's a bit shady.
Let's get right into it. The first one we're going to talk about is the most iconic moment from his most iconic film, Pulp Fiction from 1994.
Let's set the scene. Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta are hitmen, and they're sent to this flop house to collect a briefcase and kill the guys who have been holding onto this briefcase. There's Flock of Seagulls. He's on the couch. There's really nervous black comedy guy who's in the corner who is on Mad TV.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
There's like up-and-coming actor sitting in a chair looking very scared with a Kahuna burger in front of him. If Big Kahuna is a real place, please write that in and tell us, because we don't know.
We've been to
We're
California.
East Coast, yeah.
You know, but we've never had any Big Kahuna burger.
Yeah. So anyway, Samuel L. Jackson's character takes a big bite of this Kahuna burger and proceeds to give
This speech, and it's like a Bible quote, but it's not like a real Bible quote. It's really scary.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
It gets progressively more scary as it goes on.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
And then he shoots him.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
I felt like I got shot. I've always loved this speech. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to
kill people.
I used to hold a Nerf gun up to Rory's head and say this speech over and over again.
Considering how much we've always loved this speech and how famous it is, we were absolutely shocked when we did the research on this episode to find out that, in fact, that whole speech was directly lifted from a 1970s kung fu movie intro. It's this weird Bible quote thing in the Sonny Chiba movie, The Bodyguard. Take a listen to this. We're going to play both of them back to back, and you can hear how it's directly lifted.
The path of the righteous man and defender is beset on all sides by the inequity of selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill
Shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness.
For he is truly his brother's keeper and the father of lost children.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger
who poison and
those who
destroy
attempt
my brothers.
To poison and destroy my brothers.
And they shall know that I am
And you will
Sheba,
know
the
my
bodyguard,
name is the Lord,
when I shall lay my
when
vengeance
I lay
upon
my
them.
vengeance upon thee.
I think that's an amazing homage, because it's kind of like saying Sam Jackson's character watched the movie and was like, this is some crazy shit I could say to somebody before I shoot him.
This is some cold ass shit. But
Yeah.
maybe it has a deeper meaning.
We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang.
There's been,
He
I mean,
shot
not a
me
lot of
down.
criticism,
Bang,
but
bang.
his
I
first
hit the
movie,
ground.
Reservoir Dogs,
Bang,
is
bang.
almost exactly the same as this 1987 movie City on Fire, which is a Hong Kong action thriller
Yeah, it's-
starring a young Chow Yun-fat.
City on Fire, like Reservoir Dogs, is a film about an undercover police officer who gets involved in a botched jewel heist. He ends
Shoots
up-
a bystander.
Shoots a bystander, ends up being accused by the boss,
Gets
just like
shot in the
Reservoir Dogs,
stomach.
gets shot in the stomach, just like Reservoir Dogs, and then confesses.
No, wait. Then there's a Mexican standoff where
Then-
pretty much everybody shoots each other.
Everybody dies.
And then there's a death confession. I mean,
Yeah.
it's exactly the same
It's
plot.
virtually identical. The thing is that I always feel like Tarantino's so good that he can get away with it. To me, this is pretty obvious. He completely picked up the story, a bunch of the cinematography. You guys can't see it because this is a podcast, but a lot of the shots are really similar. A lot of the plot points are really similar. You know, it makes me wonder, you know, this Reservoir Dogs was his breakout film. It was one of his first ones.
Yeah, it was the first one.
And it makes me wonder, did he just not have time? And he was like, let's...
No, I think
he's like,
No.
I found this badass movie nobody knows about.
Right, no, I think that's what it was.
Let's just
really.
remake it.
No, I mean,
then-
what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. You know, the Nazis did it all the time.
Oh,
So, in our main conclusion, we gotta say, we kind of forgive him because he's so good at what he does, but you're still a dick.
I wouldn't call him a dick.
He's not a dick.
He's
This is another Daft Punk situation where it's
Yeah.
like, it's stealing, but I love it.
and I think it is artistry. I think it does
Oh
his
no,
own
no,
thing with it,
there's
you know?
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you hate what we think,
And we'll go fight you.
and we'll go fight you in the comments. It'll be fun. Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks so much for listening to this podcast. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and please leave a review because it really helps us in the iTunes stuff.
And if you want to see us in the digital flesh,
Yeah.
we have a YouTube page that we just hit 1 million views. Yeah! And you know, we make a bunch of stuff. I don't know who actually is listening to this because we have a whole separate thing that we do.
You should comment and let us know who you are so that we can know who you are.
We want to know who you are, so you
wanna
can
know
know
about
who we
you.
are. And
This is getting serious. This is a serious relationship.
sexy time.
Yeah. All right, guys, thanks so much. We will see you next time.
Yeah.
Remember, good artists borrow, but great artists steal. And now that's attributed to the shield.